Good morning. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Lisa, welcome. Thanks for coming, Lisa. Well, good morning. I'm Ben Stone, Director of the Economic Development Board. I'd like to welcome you here on this beautiful morning. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today. Now, if we just had a little water, life would be perfect, right, Grant? This is being videotaped, be replayed on the county website, and you can hear it tonight, replayed on KRCB radio at 6:30 p.m. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank the companies that have helped support economic development in Sonoma County. Please join, the placards are on your tables with those who are supporting efforts like this. So please join me in a round of applause for our sponsors. The Board of Supervisors has asked that we use locally sourced food wherever possible. We started this last year. It was kind of a struggle. We were able to get a couple entries. But as you see, almost everything today comes from local sources, including the butter and milk from Clover. So let's give a round of applause for our local sources. I'd also like to extend a welcome to the many city, state, and federal elected officials and their aides that are with us today. As your name is called, please stand or wave, and so we can recognize you for being here in your service. And for the audience, if you could hold your applause till we get through the list. At the federal level, we'll start with Congressman Jared Huffman's Representative Matt Olhausen, and from Congressman Mike Thompson, Stephen Gale. For State Senator Mike McGuire, we have Carlene Rebich, and for Assemblyman Bill Dodd, Logan Pitts. We have the entire Board of Supervisors with us this morning: Susan Gorin, David Rabbit, Shirley Zane, James Gore, and Efren Carrillo. From the City of Cloverdale, we have Mayor Bob Cox, and from the City of Cotati, Wendy Skillman and Mark Landman. From the City of Hillsburg, Mayor Sean McCaffrey, and from Petaluma, Mayor Glass, David Glass. City of Rohnert Park, we have Gino Belforte, Jake McKenzie, and Pam Stafford. And I think we have the entire delegation from the City of Santa Rosa: John Sawyer, Chris Corsi, Aaron Karlstrom, Julie Combs, Ernesto Olivares, Tom Schwidhelm, and Gary Wysocki. And the mayor of Rohnert Park. Sorry about that. Okay, Annie. And then from Sebastopol, Una Glass. And from Sonoma, Mayor David Cook. And from the town of Windsor, Bruce Okrepke, Councilmember Deborah Fudge, and Mark Milan. The County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Steve Harrington. From the County Board of Education, Gina Kuklis and Lisa Whitkey-Schaffner. And Katie Barr from the Rincon Valley Unified School District. And finally, I think he might be here. He's not a morning person, but we're scheduled to have President Ruben Armaniana from Sonoma State University. Is he? Good for you, Ruben. Wow, thank you. Let's give a round of applause to all our attendees. On each of your tables is a brand new copy of our economic and community indicators. These are used for business attraction, talent attraction, and many more uses. We have free copies available for downloading from our website at sonomaedb.org. There's much going on around the county, and you'll be hearing from Supervisor Susan Gorin about what's going on at the county level. We thought you'd also like to hear something about what's going on at the various cities and educational institutions around the county as well. So we polled them and asked them to provide each city and educational institution a quick summary of a major achievement they've accomplished over the last year. So they've given the information you'll be seeing today. We'll go through this list. And I invite you to join me in a quick tour around Sonoma County as we look at things going on, starting with the City of Cloverdale. And Cloverdale formed a public-private partnership to recognize the challenge they have with their drought. They formed that partnership with the Russian River Brewing Company, who paid the impact fees in advance so that new source water wells could be developed at an accelerated pace. New water wells now provide approximately 1 million gallons of additional water to Cloverdale per day. Cloverdale is conserving water as well as developing new water for the future. The city of Cotati completed construction of a train station, developing a new transportation hub for Cotati, Southern Rohnert Park, and Sonoma State University. The station area was built in partnership with Sonoma County Transit, who developed the adjacent park and ride and bus facilities to serve this future smart station. With completion of rail facilities and initiation of service, the station area will be a full multimodal facility providing bus, car, bicycle, and pedestrian service for the region. The city of Healdsburg completed a total revitalization of its downtown streetscape. That's a new word to me. It's streetscape in 2014. This streetscape has improved the connectivity of the businesses north of the plaza on Center Street and created a real sense of place for residents and visitors. Streets and sidewalks were torn out, outdated underground infrastructure updated, and formation of a pedestrian-friendly business center. Thanks to the widening of sidewalks and pocket parks on the street corners, the community is better able to enjoy the downtown area. Petaluma continues to enjoy the success of its economic development marketing campaign launched in October 2013. Since the launch, the Petaluma Star website has received 38,000 hits and national recognition from the International Economic Development Council. The website features 17 business profiles, an infographic poster, an interactive schools map, information about industry clusters, and many other positive news stories. Petaluma's new business editions of Rustic Bakery and Revive Kombucha will soon join Petaluma's business community, bringing 90 new jobs to Petaluma. Rohnert Park has established itself as a cultural hub of Sonoma County. Along the home of plentiful family entertainment and recreation, the city also features the Green Music Center, the Grayton Casino, and award-winning Spreckles Center. 2014 marked the launch of the Summer Music Series at Sonoma Mountain Village, featuring top performers such as the Goo Goo Dolls. 2015, this is what I was given by the city of Rohnert Park. It's also noted that 2015 will see a bevy of new restaurants coming to Rohnert Park. Santa Rosa launched Out There SR, a culture and business marketing brand to encourage travelers, business attraction, workforce development through a collection of simple and authentic stories from local ambassadors. People can share their Santa Rosa story through photographs and sounds captured in the city's mobile photo and recording booth, affectionately called the Welcome Wagon. This visitor and business recruitment tool has proved integral in demonstrating lifestyle benefits to a software firm, Power to Practice, employing 15 high-wage jobs and growing. To share your Santa Rosa story, visit outheresr.com. The City of Sebastopol partnered with local nonprofits and over 100 volunteers to create the first two phases of Our Front Yard, Sebastopol's Living History Garden. The design tells the story of Sebastopol through four major eras in the city's history. The garden also demonstrates sustainable, productive, water-wise use of the landscape around Sebastopol's two most visited buildings, City Hall and the Public Library. This project is slated to be finished in 2015. Sonoma thrives on a tourism-based economy and in 2014 renewed the Tourism Improvement District for 10 years. The TID funded the Holidays in Sonoma promotion to increase focus on downtown business. Funding this lighting extravaganza in the historic plaza assisted marketing efforts of small business owners. The tourism industry also took a major leadership role in this is good news for Grant, in enhancing their lodging properties with water conservation upgrades to mitigate the impact of visitors on water use. In Windsor, the long-anticipated Bell Village project got underway in the downtown adjacent to the Windsor Town Green. Approximately 83,000 square feet of new commercial space is under construction in the first phase of this project adjacent to Highway 101. The centerpiece is Oliver's Market. I think Tom Scott is with us today. Tom, there you are. Oliver's Market, shown in this rendering with its wide variety of local food choices. Oliver's has generated much excitement. This will be the company's flagship store and its largest facility. Occupancy is expected within the year. And then looking at education, we'll start out with Sonoma County Office of Ed. Last July, the Sonoma County Office of Ed, known as SCO, was awarded a $15 million grant to serve as the lead agency for a six-county alliance. The grant is designed to meet the needs of industry sectors. It's just a terrific grant of our region by improving and expanding high school pathways, developing work-based learning situations, and creating clear advancement routes for students moving from high school through post-secondary education and on to viable careers in the North Bay. And out there we've got some makers, some maker geeks from I think Annalee High School. They're teachers here. One thing I was given, this is a 3D flashlight made entirely with 3D materials, and it even works. So if you want to see what the makers, this is this kind of new phenomenon. It's really been based in Sonoma County with Dale Doherty. Just stop at the SCO out there. They also, SCO's did this for Pliny the Younger. It's a $4,000 project they got to, look at Stephen Jackson, he's all smiles, at getting that going. So it's great to see young people learning skills that they can put to use in their working lives. Empire College of Law graduated its first 17 of Master Legal Studies majors in 2014. Majority of them also received a dual JD degree, and those who sat for the July 2014 California Bar Exam achieved an impressive 60% pass rate. Santa Rosa Junior College says that the most outstanding achievement for the year was securing major support for our students. Most visible was the Measure H bond. SRJC's Career and Technical Education Department grants over $2 million from federal and state sources included $1.5 million in partnership with SCO. Those funds will help build K-14 pathways for 9 industry sectors. A $400,000 enhancement grant will fund needed equipment for food, farm, and manufacturing training. SRJC's largest national grant was $2.5 million to support extended education for Hispanic and low-income students. And we come to Sonoma State University. Student research, scholarship, and creative activity add currency to a student's education. Sonoma State University is actively moving towards all students having a scholarly or creative activity before they graduate. Through generous donations from local community members, they were able to fund 29 student-faculty research projects this year, stimulating new types of curiosity and interest in subjects. The projects range from predicting and fostering resilience in children of incarcerated parents to sensor network development at SSU's Fairfield Osborne Preserve, and many more. It's also been a busy year indeed at the Economic Development Board. Thanks to the support of the Board of Supervisors, we now have a comprehensive program to help people start, fund, grow, and expand their business right here in Sonoma County. We provided one-on-one direct service to more than 500 businesses, helping them with more than 15 different types of assistance actions. We started a local microloan effort, providing 6 companies with microloans totaling over $80,000 and creating 13 new jobs. Well, the numbers and statistics are important, but I think it's also good for you to know some of the people behind those numbers are real life people and businesses. Let's take a look at a couple examples of how these services have helped businesses start and grow here. I'll start with a brand new business. We help connect with critical startup financing. Bertha Barajas had a job, but flower arrangement was her true passion, and she dreamed of having her own floral store. Banks were not able to fund her, but after she was referred to us by Supervisor Carrillo, we were able to use our Microloan Connect program to help her launch her new business. Bertha opened Bevis Flower on November 1st of last year and is off to a successful start. Another example involves Empire West Incorporated, a Sonoma County manufacturer and employer of more than 30 people here, whose president is Ed Davis. Empire West will be staying in Sonoma County as a result of an effort between the Economic Development Board and PG&E. This began when our staff learned that Empire West was being aggressively recruited from jurisdictions in Nevada, jurisdictions in Oregon, and even Roseville, California. We identified Empire West as a qualifying candidate for a brand new PG&E Economic Development Incentive Program, and they were one of the first businesses in California to receive the special rate and to stay in Sonoma County. So Mr. Davis is with us to hear along with Rosa, so would you please stand up, Mr. Davis? Let's thank him. Looking towards the future, our Board of Supervisors recognizes that prosperity is never guaranteed, and we must always instruct the Economic Development Board to pursue new programs that help bolster existing industries to make the county less vulnerable during economic downturns. Therefore, they've provided the funding to launch our new Creative Sonoma program this year, and we expect to hire a program director in the near future. This will be an exciting way to enhance our creative economy. Part of it's going on with these young people out there, which is growing importance to our jobs and to our income here. Additionally, the Small Business Development Center, a terrific resource for us, will be co-locating with the Economic Development Board next month, which will enable us to more effectively partner with their services and provide even more resources to companies looking to grow and expand here. Several new programs are being planned for this year as well. First, we'll partner with a broad variety of groups to propose to the board the formation of an agriculture business council this spring, followed by a similar group for the evolving outdoor recreation industry. Next, given that 15% of Sonoma County businesses are now Hispanic-owned, and that we all have a stake in having a prosperous Latino business community, the Board of Supervisors has provided funding to launch a new bilingual business development program this spring to reach out to those businesses and provide them with the information and assistance to help them grow. And we'll be doing this program in partnership with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Finally, we know the future is coming to us rapidly, and the need to be prepared for ever-increasing change is only growing. To address this, our Next Economy project, which is comprised of 40 next-generation leaders, is preparing a report and action plan which will be presented to the Board of Supervisors this spring for their review and action. We have a few events coming up. Anybody here go to the craft beer conference last year? Put your hand up. Well, we are going to repeat that this year. Well, this will be the largest gathering of the craft beverage industry in Sonoma County that's ever happened. And then we'll be having Restaurant Week in mid-March, March 9th to the 15th. And we do this in partnership with the Sonoma County Tourism, the Visitor Centers, Chambers, cities, and many more.